Daniela, what's up?
Um, Man, interesting start to the year, but I'm hopeful. I'm going to keep
Yeah.
some positivity there that will be good.
Okay. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too.
Okay.
How was your New Year's? What did you do?
Spent time with my family, ate food. I just relaxed. I just relaxed. I'm really glad that we rolled over a new year, but we already have some things that are challenging already in the news as we've been seeing. It's a little wild right now, but I don't want to talk about that. How was your New Year's?
Well, before we went into New Game Plus 2020,
Right?
no, it was actually good. I kind of surprised myself. I actually took 9 days off from work, so I think our last recording was my last day of work for the rest of the year at that time.
Okay, gotcha.
So, yeah, I took like 9 days off, which was absolutely amazing. And I thought I was just going to be like, I'm going to be productive. I'm going to make some stuff. I'm going to be on my computer. I actually did the complete opposite of that. And
What'd you do?
I, I went ham Marie Kondo on my apartment like crazy. Uh,
You
I
cleaning everything?
cleaned, I cleaned for 6 days.
What?
Yeah. So it's not like it was dirty, but it was like it was cluttered. Like I have so much of my video game collection like everywhere, and I proudly display it, and it's on my shelves, and it's
Right.
everywhere. That it's to the point where I was looking like a retro video game museum.
Right.
Not that it's a bad thing, but when you live in a small two-bedroom apartment, it's just kind of like I I I feel so crowded right now. So, I actually ended up buying so many containers. I think the original first purchase of storage containers was like 6 containers. Like 6 containers is good. Yeah, I ended up packing like 12 containers, well, 13 altogether. And it
So
was
there's
just
storage.
all
You're putting
there
everything
in
away.
storage. They like the only things I really have out is from like PS4 on or PS4 Xbox One on.
Yeah.
So everything before that, it just packed and stored away. All my collectibles, my consoles, my games,
Hmm.
everything. And it was just more of like I just want more empty space. Not that I want to fill the empty space. I'm trying to really work hard on not having that habit of like, oh, here's a spot that's open. I need to fill it with something.
Are
Uh,
you guys like considering a house at some point
that's
or
that's the other thing too. Is just that I want to put that out there of like if I pack it and I feel like I'm like getting myself ready to move, I'm gonna find that right place. I would love to buy a house, but that is so difficult to come up with that 20% down on a house here.
yeah.
Because like for a good house that's not a fixer upper, my 20% down is about $120,000.
Wait, what?
Yeah, okay. So if I want to buy like a standard two-bedroom, two-bath
Yeah.
house here,
Yeah.
yeah, they're around about 550, 600,000.
No way.
And if I'm lucky, I find a fixer upper that like needs repairs or whatever it may be, probably around 400. I don't want to buy a condo because
Okay. Why
looking
not?
at those HOA fees, like some of the really nice condos, like the monthly HOA fees, which I it basically covers like yard service, I guess, and neighborhood watch or something. I have no clue, but they're like around $700 extra a month on top of the mortgage. So I'm like, no, I don't want to
Right,
pay an
right,
extra
right.
700 a month. That's ridiculous.
It's a lot.
So yeah, to find a home that's just like move-in ready where I just have to do like minimal things, maybe change the paint in the rooms. Yeah, I'm looking around 550 plus.
Mm.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
difficult, but it doesn't mean that there's not going to be something that comes up. So I'm just kind of trying to put that out into the universe. Like I want a house. I'm going to pack. I'm going to
Word.
clean. I'm going to do all this stuff so that when it happens, not if it happens, but when,
When?
like I don't
Right.
have as much to pack. I don't have much to do. And I did did my kitchen, I did my living room, my son did his room, I did our bathroom. The only room that's left that I was just burnt out after 6 days was my bedroom. And I'm like, man, I just need to like power through it. It did not happen. I didn't want to clean on New Year's Eve. I definitely didn't want to clean on New Year's Day. And I came back to work on the 4th. But, I felt good about it. I felt like it was.
You felt accomplished?
Yeah, I felt accomplished. It was therapeutic. Nice. It felt good. I found things like, man, I found my first, like, I think the first thing I found when I started was my first capture card. And like, wow, that was like
I remember seeing
12 years ago. And I have all of these photos of my son and all of these things over the last 17 years of his life. And I've never put them in a photo album. They've always been in storage. So I bought a photo album. And I think that's the hardest part for me because like the last 2-3 months of the year, you're buying presents. And I have so many birthdays that happen in November and December. Getting out of the habit of buying stuff is the hard part. For me. For me, it is. And I'm like, but there was something that I did buy, and
is this a surprise?
This is a surprise.
This is the surprise, okay?
Because like I was only given 8 hours to buy it. It was either I make that decision now or be forever on the wait list again.
Right.
So I bought my 3080.
Congratulations.
I bought it. I bought it last week, Thursday. Nice. And I gotta say, when they used the 2-day shipping, it got here in 2 days. So that was nice. So I got the GeForce RTX 3080 FTW3 Ultra.
EVGA style?
Yes. With RGB lights, of course. No, like when they first released it, you had all the problems with the bots. It was selling out so quickly. So EVGA's site actually started this thing. I don't know what the official program was called, but you go to the product that you want and you get added to this wait list. So what they do, they kind of put you in a queue. So as they get their stocks replenished, they send out an email like, hey, product that you wanted is available. Here's your unique link just for this specific product. You have 8 hours.
Wow.
And I originally didn't see that email when it came up. I just didn't get a notification for it. I just happened to just be looking at my email. I saw it there and I had 2 hours left from when they first sent that email. And I'm like, yep, you're mine. And I got it for, MSRP. So it was like $800. Plus the shipping and the tax came out to like $900. So I'm stoked. I didn't install it yet because it is a lot bigger than what I have in there. So I actually bought a.
Do you have to make room? You gotta get another case?
No, I don't have to do that. I just don't want it. I don't want the sagging. So I bought. There's actually these special video card braces that you can buy. That it kind of sits above where your battery is or your power supply. Not your battery, your power supply. So it holds it up. Yeah, it assists with holding that weight up, so it doesn't start sagging and putting all this excess weight on your motherboard. So that's what I'm waiting for. Thanks Amazon for taking like 2 weeks to get here. But I'm excited. I am excited. And then from there, I'm like, I am not spending anymore.
So when are you going to put it in the machine?
Well, that brace that I'm waiting for is supposed to get here on the 27th. So whenever it actually comes in.
And you're running what right now?
Currently, I have, what do I have right now? An i9 9900K, 64 gigs of RAM.
What's
64
GPU
gigs of RAM. Oh, a 1070. Okay, it's the weakest part of my PC at the moment.
Gotcha.
Because when I built it, I was like, I was gonna get the 2080 at that time. But then, they had rumors of like, oh, the next series is going to come out soon. And I'm like, okay, well, I can wait for that. Yeah, I didn't know soon. It was going to be like 2 years later.
Right.
So I'm excited. I'm stoked. I can't wait.
That's dope. That's dope.
Where I'm at.
Congratulations. Make sure I don't.
But yeah, for New Year's itself, though, I mean, there wasn't anybody putting on any firework displays.
Mm,
So we bought fireworks for the first time in like 12 years. Did that, and it was nice. It was a very chill day. We had cooked up some burgers. I bought an air fryer.
nice.
Something else I didn't need to buy, but it was on
But you
sale,
bought
so I
it.
bought it.
Right.
And now,
Oh
like just
man.
before we started the stream, not stream, but the recording, um, I was asking my boyfriend's like, "Do you want to buy an ice maker?" He's like, "Sure, okay, good."
But does your fridge have an ice maker?
No, it does not.
Okay, I was okay. All right, so I didn't want to
I
assume.
would love if my fridge had an ice maker, but no,
Right. So how do you
we
do
don't.
ice? Do you do ice
The
trays
ice
or do you?
trays,
Okay.
but we go through them so quickly, and my freezer is mainly for like food, so we keep a lot of frozen goods. If not, we have like 5 things of ice cream in there right now. Probably don't need that much ice cream, but variety. So we're like, oh, we'll just buy a little mini ice maker. Sure, why not?
Hmm. It's been an interesting 13 days. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
It's been a little wild west out here. But I don't know how much of that I want to talk about. What are you thinking?
You know what happens in 6 days? Somebody's birthday.
Whose birthday?
A little bird told me it's your birthday in
It
six
is.
days.
It is. I'm excited. I'm excited. I think for the most part, I'm excited because I get to spend it with family. So that's what I'm looking forward to. Like these days, when it comes to just getting the ability to go and see certain family members and then just having a good time with them and break bread and that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited about that. I'm also excited about this year, particularly the fact that it feels like I'm at a reset. Every year it feels like a reset in terms of content creation and stuff like that. You have new aspirations and new things that you want to do with the content that you put out. Different pivots, sunset a couple of things, renew some stuff, do new things, right? So I'm really excited about, that aspect of it for content creation stuff for us individually as well as collectively. So I'm good. I'm just chilling, I like the fact that the year started out very drama free for me personally. That's always good because who loves drama, right? I
Nobody.
think.
I don't know. There's
Yeah.
some people I feel like live off
Yeah,
of it.
I would like to say nobody, right? So it's like but I like to have no drama stuff. I don't want to look over my shoulder and stuff like that. So that kind of a thing. So having said all that, we have some gaming news I definitely want to cover. They're very quick hits, especially it's the beginning of the year. So we know that. Anything that you want to talk about before we head into the gaming news stuff?
It's terrible. Like the last, I think, 3 weeks, I haven't really played anything. I'm still working on Valhalla, and I'm still really enjoying that. And I'm gonna wait for this, big supposed update from Cyberpunk because I still have not started that.
Okay. Did you see the
And I'm
video?
like, no, I didn't see the video yet.
Okay. All right. So
But you can talk about it. I'm gonna
no,
watch.
I guess essentially for me, it's like when it comes to, I'll say this one. When it comes to apologizing for something, whether it's a game or anything, when there's an individual that steps in front of it to apologize for what has been done, in a leadership perspective, I usually respect that. I know it's hard for individuals to forgive, really, the team for putting out a product that was very, very bad on the console side of things. And I think that the video essentially is an apology for not getting those things ironed out before releasing the console ports. And it talks about the development window, how things panned out, the PR window, and of course roadmap of the game. And I think that what can you do, right? I know some individuals are going to be mad forever because of how the game released, and then over time the game is going to be an incredible game. And this is not the first game that we've seen that has had a lot of issues even on the initial start. And some games didn't even really recover when you think about it. Some, like if you think about EA's biggest shooters, like not looter shooter, just like their main shooter. I can't think of the name right now. What's their main shooter? EA. What's their shooter again? Battlefield. When you think of
I
Battlefield,
just like drew a blank there. I'm
yeah,
like,
that's what I'm
sorry.
saying. That's how bad it is, right? When you think of Battlefield, right? They haven't really recovered from the last launch of the last Battlefield. Like, I haven't heard anything. I don't hear anybody die hard playing
Been a
Battlefield.
while.
It's been a while, right? I'm sure they have a group of individuals who are diehard fans of the game. That's fine. But in terms of updates, major updates that we should care about, things that we need to know about, I haven't seen anything related to Battlefield. So some games don't really recover well. Now, even if you want to talk about the looter shooter stuff with Anthem, we're still waiting for a version of that we can play and be happy with. We haven't seen that yet, right? So we can go on and on about games that haven't really covered and done well as it relates to and again, that's not an excuse for what has taken place, but there are games that have not recovered at all from launches that were pretty bad, right? So essentially that video talks about, you know, their apology, leadership, and some individuals will say that that video is really damage control so they don't get super lawsuits. I don't know, but that's what we got there.
And that's kind of why I'm waiting. I mean, it's hard, especially when people have that initial impression and they go in with all that hype and everything that was going on, and then like they get what was delivered to them and it does not meet those expectations or what was promised or anything like that. And it's not to say that I'm trying to ignore or just like think like, no, they're just great and they're just awesome and they can do no wrong, whoever it may be, say, CD Projekt Red or, you know, EA, Razer, whoever, doesn't matter what company. It's just that for me to enjoy it, I know people are complaining. I know there's those issues. So I'm just be like, look, I waited 6-7 years. What's a couple extra months for me to wait for them to polish this out so I can play it as bug free as possible rather than play it, having to wait, plays a little bit more. Okay, there's another bug, wait a little bit longer. I just want to be able to sit there and enjoy it in just one smooth playthrough. That's all I want.
Right, and I think
that's kind of what I'm
everybody's
waiting for.
Yeah, and I think that a large majority, they're waiting for a smooth game to play, and I think that's fair, right? There's some games that I was waiting for first quarter for 2021. We're not going to see that until maybe March, April. I don't even remember when they said. So Outriders was delayed April. Okay, so Outriders was delayed till April. We're getting a demo, I think, at the end of February. That's the next Gears. So I need to play that with somebody, Daniela. I know you play Gears. I know you're a Gears fan. It's very Gears-esque. Okay? Come on.
You know what I did was terrible because I said it before we went on this break that, you know, I'm probably most likely not gonna get a Series X for myself or a Series S because my PC is gonna turn into that because Game Pass is really that good. So now I got a 3080 here. I actually just completely uninstalled and removed my Xbox from my setup here.
You don't need it.
I don't. And I'm okay with that. And I don't think it's because I don't favor Xbox. It's just that my PC can play what they have in their library, and that's fantastic. That is awesome, and I love that. That is the number one thing from Xbox that I love, and I think is like the smartest thing that they've ever did.
Absolutely. So you have Outriders delayed, and there's not really much news since the beginning of the year, but there's a couple of things. So we talked about Cyberpunk stuff. We'll just wait to see what they do with that. Lucasfilm announces open world Star Wars game from Ubisoft's The Division studio. I think that's great news. Thoughts on that?
I think it's cool. I think that they do a great job, and you know, I don't think I'm gonna play it. I want obviously I want to see more. I like seeing the content. But for me, I think I like the Star Wars series, but strictly in a movie TV show format. It's just none of the games have ever attracted
Not even
me.
The last one was that?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't know why. It's just not the way that I want to enjoy that universe for me personally.
Are you a Star Wars fanatic or no?
No, I wouldn't say I'm a fanatic.
Okay.
I'm a fan. I like what they do. I love the story. I love the universe. But I wouldn't say I'd be a fanatic.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
don't have anybody coming at me quizzing me about what happened on planet this, but during this time frame and who was I don't know.
Right.
I'm
Me
not that
neither.
deep into it, but
I
I
like their
do enjoy
movies.
it.
Their movies are good. Their games are good. I haven't really played a lot of the games lately, but if you're talking open world stuff, I'm willing to check it out. I'm willing to check it out. So we have that Scott Pilgrim versus Scott
Oh,
Pilgrim the
oh.
game. Forgot the whole title for that. That comes out this week. I did play it recently on 360 before the break. It is an amazing game. I do plan to have it at some point. Thoughts on Scott Pilgrim?
That's this week? Man, where was I?
Yeah,
I felt like I
that's
remember when I heard it, I thought like, okay, I got some time. Apparently I don't.
yeah. I think that's the 14th. So that's tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, that's
That's
tomorrow. So
exciting. I'm stoked that it's coming back and I just to enjoy it all over again.
you'll definitely be playing that on PC.
Yes. I got my
Bethesda's
PS5. I got my PC. I am set. The only thing right now that's a little bit lacking on generations is my VR setup, but I think I'm still gonna hold out on upgrading or doing anything with it. I'm fine with my Rift, my original Rift, and my Quest One for right now.
okay. So you have that Indiana Jones game, Bethesda.
That one I'm a little bit excited
Oh,
for. That one I
okay,
am. It's
okay.
just
Tell me
it's
more.
Indiana Jones is just a fun adventure and just like I don't know. Just the idea of it sounds exciting. And then like I'm looking forward to it. Flow of those new announcements. Indiana Jones, 100%.
Yeah, so you
How
have
can you
that.
not? How
You
can you not be? How can you not? That's like,
no,
I
I
mean,
have
I know that Uncharted is kind of like that,
that's
but
one of
like,
them.
there's just
Yeah.
something about Indiana Jones that's just it's fun, and I just think of the movies and the adventures and the action that was in it and the story, and it was also funny too.
It's good. It's good. I
So
don't have anything against Indiana Jones. I may have to do another watch through, because Indiana Jones is dope. I remember that. So you have that. What else we got? Techland moves to reassure Dying Light 2 fans. I guess that the game is still in progress to come out. One of their veterans left after 22 years. And we're still waiting for Dying Light 2. It feels like forever, right?
really
We've been
does because
waiting a while.
when did we?
We saw it 2019, right? We saw it
I
before
think
that. We
yeah,
saw
I
it
think
2
we
years
saw
in
it
a
in
row.
2000. Yeah, we did 2018
Yeah,
and 2019.
right. And
So
we're
we're
still
going on.
waiting.
You're still waiting. I don't have any doubts on it. I mean,
It is the Will Smith game, really. It has
the
all
Will
the
Smith
vibes.
game.
It has all the vibes of, that film. I can't think of the name of the film right now, but you know which one I'm talking about.
Um, we're starting off rough on this recording for
The
the first
names
recording
the
of the year. The
names
names are
escape me.
escaping.
You know
Um,
the one with the
I am
dog
Legend.
yeah, I Am
I am
Legend, right?
Legend.
So it gives me all the I Am Legend vibes for this game, and it is a really really scary game. On top of that, it has the factions involved in the game, which is cool, and the economy of resources that you have to manage right over time, and then just the parkour of navigating the land, right? The landscape is really dope. I'm excited to see more, and hopefully the game's not gonna get canned, right? I hope not.
I don't knock on wood. I don't think it will.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like it feels kind of weird. Like 22, whenever somebody leaves, as you know, right? Any project, whether it's Halo or Dying Light or whatever, we're always concerned, right? To see how the game is going to pan out, especially if it's a major veteran person, a narrator, right? The any major component on the team leaves, everybody wants to know why, what happened, right? Composer, right? When McDonald, the guy from Bungie, when he left as a composer, Marty, at one point, we were like, well, are we gonna get the music gonna be dope or not dope, right, anymore, right? So there's always a concern there when somebody leaves. So hopefully that's not a major issue. I think I'm gonna leave the what I consider the most interesting one for last. I got a couple of more, and then we can talk about some other things to wrap. But the Epic Game buys shopping mall to convert into new headquarters. Did you see that?
No, I missed that.
They bought a shopping mall to convert it to their new headquarters. That was massive. Like,
Like, how big of a shopping mall are we
I mean,
talking here?
this thing is huge. I don't know if I could hold on. Let me see. Mute this so we don't have any. It's a big share screen. Which one? This one here. Make sure I have that right. I have some flickering, so that's not good. I'm not sure why my second screen is flickering. That's weird.
That
That's
is
not
weird.
that's not cool. I don't know what that's about.
Okay, so looking at some of these pictures,
So let's
that's
stop
a
screen.
really big shopping mall.
It's crazy, right?
Cary Town Center
Your entire screen.
is a 980,000 square foot site in
Right.
North Carolina.
So let's see.
What are you building in there, Epic?
Okay. So I put it back up on the screen. I don't,
That is an
dude,
Epic
it is wild.
headquarters.
Literally, literally
Literally.
wild. It is absolutely wild. But yeah, so they have that going on.
So, like, are
And
they just gonna be like, even though we have all these different offices worldwide, we're just like, guys are all gonna move here to North Carolina, and all of our 50 offices are just gonna be in this shopping center.
it's crazy to think that they're doing that though. It's just pretty wild. So there's that.
But it also contributes to how profitable Epic has been to be able
Absolutely.
to make this push after the 2020 year that we all had, and how many different studios were struggling and trying to make changes. I mean, there's some companies that are deciding to, like, you know what, maybe we're just going to make it, if you want to work from home, an optional thing. When this is all clear, when this is passed and we can come back to the office, we're just going to make it to be like, you know what, if you want to continue remote work, you do that. We support it, you know, doing that. And here is Epic, like, when you guys come back, we have a shopping mall that you're going to be working out of, and it's
They
huge.
got the shopping mall. It's crazy. So yeah. So the other thing too, I saw a company cancels all custom black PS5 sales following threats to staff. You saw that?
Say that again.
Company cancels all custom black PS5 sales following threat.
Yes, I
That
did see
was
that.
that
What is
was
wrong
wild.
with people?
Well, I mean, people are gonna be
It just
people.
this is what happens when people are just being forced to stay indoors all the time. They just need to let
Yeah.
their anger out, but they're letting it out in the worst ways possible to the worst people. Like, well, they're not the worst people. I'm just saying, like,
Well, yeah, I
the
know what you mean.
people that don't deserve that, those are the worst choices to choose them. Choose somebody that really deserves anger. They don't. Developers don't.
Yeah,
Studios don't. It's like the
super
the people on the
fire.
bottom of the totem pole don't deserve that.
It's crazy because I mean they were doing an awesome thing, but they had to shut it down because some individuals, so it says via statement on its now deleted Twitter account, company Super 5, I guess I could say that, right? Which is not affiliated with Sony, tweeted yesterday that its team began receiving credible threats to their safety and consequently cancel all orders of its 300 plus units, which reportedly sold out in seconds despite the 650 and 750 price tags for the disc-less and disc versions, respectfully. Wild, right? Why? Why? This is the
Yeah.
world that we live in. This is the world that we live in. It's
It's
crazier out there than it
ridiculous.
is.
And they look
Well,
sick too. They looked
they do.
amazing.
They did. They did look amazing. So there's that. Next bit of news I did see was Riot and Bungie joined forces to tackle Destiny and Valorant cheat makers, a new lawsuit. So I did see that. Thoughts on that?
Why do you keep coming in broken for me? Like, it's a little bit low. Okay, maybe that's just my setup. That's just me.
It
Okay,
could be
say that
me
again.
because I have to like redo my plugins, my VST plugins, and my audio plugins because everything broke like a couple of days ago. So I had to redo Windows all over. So I might be low. It could be me. Let me check and see if I can adjust anything here. Is that better?
Yeah.
That's better?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'll leave it there. Yeah, so there is that. Let me see. Medium spooky 14-minute gameplay demo ahead of its January 28 launch. I know you're planning to check that out, right? The Medium game.
Yes.
So there is that.
Oh man, so many games, so many things to look forward to this year.
Yeah, I was playing the side-scrolling game, the River City Ransom last night. That's still, I love that game. But there weren't any servers like available, so I just hosted a game and other people came in and they were just wrecking shop. It's so fun. So thank you again. I still love playing that game. So we talked about Epic Games. We talked about CD Projekt Red. Last but not least, Twitch stuff. I don't know how close you're following Twitch stuff. This is the last topic.
Not so close, and I think that has done so much for my mental health. I do know that they, I know after the Capitol stuff, the original Face of the Poggers was removed, and so they're doing this rotation. But there's some content creators that are getting, harassment when it's like their emote has been chosen for, the poggers of the day.
Why are they getting harassed? That's weird.
Mostly racist stuff, which it drives me insane that Twitch still does not have a grasp on how to handle these.
Right.
One day maybe they will. I don't know.
Right.
But yeah. I mean, I'm stoked as for what they're doing. I think it's cool that they're doing it and showcasing these different, creators, different faces. People are getting to know them. I think that's really cool. I don't know what they're ever going to settle on, but honestly, if they just keep it that way forever, I think that'd be awesome. I think that's what they should do.
Okay. That's all I have by way of outro, guys. I just want to say we will link some videos in the end screens for you to watch. If you want to check out Daniela, you can check her out, twitter.com/MissDJM. Same for Twitch, twitch.tv/MissDJM. If you want to check me out, you can find me on Twitter, Uriah, URIYYA. Any final thoughts, Daniela?
Yeah, actually I have like a bit of thoughts. Traveling.
Okay, talk to me.
Traveling.
Talk to me.
I know there's some like early on, events that have been, canceled or pushed back or, they're being rethought of. So if E3 happens, because usually February time comes applications.
Right.
Do you think you're going to go?
I don't know. I don't even know. That makes me sad at the same time. I don't know right now.
Like if they happen to think like it's in June, we got these vaccines going out. Hopefully by then.
I would only be going for one reason anyway.
And what's that?
To hang out with you. That's right. That's it. That's the only reason I'd be going. That's it. And then the other things are great. But nah, I mean, like, I would be really going to hang out with you. Like, that's it. So I don't know. It's really, I don't know. It's a weird year. Even the beginning of this year is weird, right?
Yeah.
We're in day 14 right now. It just rolled over 7 minutes ago, according to the time. But I do want, like, if anything, I want to do better is better communicate what I'm thinking to you, like over the year, right? As we talk about different things, I want to be better at that. I try to be as good as I can with that. Sometimes I feel like I'm not doing a great job there, so I need to tweak that for me personally.
I think you're doing fine. I just don't have anything exciting that happens in my life. I don't got the cool stuff. I don't have the cool stuff that happens. You got the cool stuff that happens to you in the exciting life.
Sometimes.
You have the more going on. I go to work, I come home. I go to work, I come home.
Sometimes. But outside of that, I would love to go. Funding would have to work that out, whatever that looks like. Definitely a business expense and all that good stuff. But that would be like definitely planning in ahead. But it'd be great.
Do you think June is too soon to be traveling right now?
Based on how the world is looking like right now, yeah,
I'm like in the middle. Like I do because I want to see you.
it's wild.
I want to see people outside
It's wild
of
right now.
like probably 15 people I see every day for the last year.
Yeah, it's
Um,
wild right now. But I mean, we have this. It's not the same. We have the phone stuff. That's
we can't give high
okay.
fives. We can't give high fives. Like
Yeah, we can't
just
give high
virtual ones.
fives. That's right. So, but so I'm grateful that we're still able to communicate. How we feel about each other, content, and different things like that, and even the craziness that we're seeing in the world right now, which we're deliberately not talking about because it's just wild. So rather leave it there for what it is. But outside of that, I'm excited for I don't know. I want to watch the Turtles again. I want to go through the Turtles catalog and watch all the Turtles. So I'm planning to do that. I need to watch Wonder Woman. We need to pick a movie to talk about next time. So what's the movie?
Um, I want to say Wonder Woman.
Okay, so that's definitely the one.
I did watch a few things. I finished some stuff. Like I finished Vikings. They had their
Okay.
series finale that happened. You ever watch White Vikings?
No, I'm not watching that.
Oh, but it's so good.
What is it on?
It's originally from the History Channel, but I believe right now Netflix and I think the final season is on Amazon Prime.
Is it gory? Is it super gory?
I mean, there's battles, but it's not like horror movie
Okay.
gory.
Okay.
It's kind of like Braveheart gory, I would say.
Is it slow burn or is it fast paced?
It's actually a good balance between the two.
Okay. Great storytelling.
I would say it really great storytelling, really great action.
Should I be married to any other characters or are they gonna die right away?
It's not like Game of Thrones.
Okay. Okay. So they have at least 3 episodes before they die?
Oh, no spoilers.
Okay, no spoilers. Okay, good. All right, I'm done. I have nothing else. I have nothing else. Final thoughts?
No, I'm just looking forward. I'm feeling really positive, really good about this year, and that's really scary to do right now. Not to, I don't want to set myself up for disappointment, but at some point you got to have that forward, positive thinking mind, and just not focus on the negative because then that just continues to bring you down, which hinders your growth, your progress, the forward momentum that you may have. Um, Stop doom scrolling. Don't do that. Don't
I'm
do
trying.
that. The moment you catch yourself, that very second that you do, stop. Step away from the computer. Put your phone down. Whatever it may be. Go read a book. I started reading Ready Player 2, and that's the great thing about me organizing and decluttering
Oh,
stuff.
I'm glad you said that.
I'm not
I gotta remind me. I got a book to share with you. You
okay.
have to buy it. Promise me you'll buy it. I'll
Okay,
even go half
apparently
with you.
I'm
I'll
just
even go
buying
half
everything
with you.
apparently.
I'll go half with you so you can buy it for you. I need you to buy this book.
Why? Is this $100 book?
No,
Well, then
but
it's fine. Just tell me.
I
Okay,
need you to
tell me
buy
what it
it.
is.
I need you to buy it. I'll pay half.
You don't have to pay half as long as it's not $100 book.
It's not, but yeah. Yeah. We'll talk more about it offline. We'll talk about more about it next time. But yeah, but guys, that's all we have. I hope you guys are staying safe. I definitely want to say Happy New Year. Definitely like, subscribe. Definitely follow Daniela before you follow me because I think she's amazing. She has a lot of things that she has going on that I know that once you start following her, you'll fall in love with her personally and her work and all that good stuff. So guys, check her out. And that's all I have. Take care. See you next time. We'll see you on the next video.
Peace.